So we're here in my kitchen and I am about to do a really simple dish called a frittata, which is essentially an Italian omelette, but it's going to have lovely roasted veggies in it, which are all mashed up. This is a brilliant one that I often do for lunch. I sit Fiamma in her high chair, give her a few pieces of these and it keeps her happy. Now it starts with your roasted vegetables. We've got butternut squash and sweet potato. I always roast my vegetables just with a little bit of olive oil, and I don't put salt on them because then I've got them to use for the baby, and you can always add the salt after. So this recipe starts with whatever roasted veggies you're using, whether it's potato, sweet potato, parsnip, carrot even. A nice handful in your pan. Don't turn the heat on yet, and then just give them a bit of a mash with a fork. And you're really mashing them just so that they're easier to eat for your little baby. So the heat's still not on my pan. I'm now going to crack 2 eggs straight on. And this is really just to keep it easy so you don't have loads of pans and dishes and washing up. Now just going to mix those yolks so that they're well combined then with the veggies. Careful not to scratch your non-stick pan in the process. Here in the UK, a lot of nutritionists will say that from 6 months on, a baby can eat most things. I actually gave this recipe to my little one quite early on, at about 6.5, 7 months, and it's a really lovely recipe to allow your baby to explore texture, pincer grip, and I love it too, so I can just prepare one meal and it feeds the family. Turn the heat on that so it starts cooking. And on top of that, I'm going to sprinkle some kale. Everyone goes on about kale as this superfood, it's packed with nutrients, which it is. I've given it to Fiamma just roasted in the oven and it's quite a tough leaf. So my tip is, grab raw kale and blitz it in a blitzer. So almost it's like a fine powder. And then I store that in the freezer and then I just literally spoon it out as and when I need it. And it's like this little seasoning which gives you the goodness, but it isn't difficult to eat. All you need to do with this is just blitz it. There we go. So you can see there, really finely blitzed. So just pop a tablespoon or so of this and just sprinkle it on the top. Just gives gorgeous colour and just all that goodness, the calcium that's in the kale. Delish. And then I think we might be ready to flip. So you just want to make sure the underneath is cooked. And then I usually cut mine in half, or you could do it in quarters. And you flip. There we go. That is absolutely as simple as it is. And I know that baby, toddler, and myself are going to love it. What I tend to do is I will now tear that into tiny little pieces and put it in front of her on the high chair, and she literally just grabs the bit she fancies. Some she has a little look at and flicks, but yeah, she loves it. And then a little tip for the grown-ups, I add a tiny little drizzle of olive oil, a couple of basil leaves, and because of the lack of salt, I'm just going to shave a little bit of parmesan on the top of it, because then it'll just give that extra bit of seasoning. There we go. Meal for all the family. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I've got loads more ideas and recipes on how to feed your family, from your baby to your toddler and the adults. Just click on the link below.